Tonight, a little more than 2 months in, Rapid Shelter Columbia is full, and city leaders say they're seeing results.
The shelter, which targets 250 chronically unhoused people in the city, recently had its first person transition to permanent housing. Nick Neville, live outside the shelter on Calhoun Street with an update on the operation's progress. Hey, Nick.
Hey, Greg and Dondi. So city leadership says things have been running smoothly, and they've actually brought more community partners to the table as momentum around this shelter has picked up and more people in the community have become aware of it. The first 2 months of Rapid Shelter Columbia show there's a need for housing projects like this in the capital city. All 50 tiny homes are occupied, and one person has transitioned to permanent housing.
For me, it feels like a real win to see that we can do something that so many people have said, oh, there's no way you can get that done.
Temporary housing here is based on a referral system. Each person has been selected by various homeless providers in the area.
So it's very easy to work in silos. We know that there's lots of different programs that address the various populations that make up those that are homeless. Seeing that one person move into permanent housing shows us that when we collaborate, some really good things can happen for members of our community.
That collaboration on full display. Once approved, participants have access to a full schedule of wraparound services, including weekly worship, job training, and substance use disorder treatment.
It's been really great to see providers come here to then develop the relationships and the connections that they need with those that are unsheltered, to then get them out to the services that we need them to get. And that's really what we meant by wraparound.
The goal is to provide them with the tools to move on to more permanent housing options within 90 days. Councilwoman Dr. Aditi Bustle says the first person who made that transition did so through the help of USC Housing First, a local city-funded program for vulnerable populations.
As someone who loves numbers and statistics, to be able to see progress so quickly really makes me feel proud of all of the great work that our task force has done, the staff has done, and my colleagues on council have done to really stand together and say we got to do something differently, and we're going to do the best that we can to ensure that no citizen has to live on the street.
Bustle says this is one part of Columbia's holistic approach to tackling this issue. She says the city also plans to request $10 million from the state legislature to build a larger campus for homeless services. Reporting in Columbia, Nick Neville, WIS News 10.